You know, Arabic, it's all the vocab. Just pile on the vocab. If you don't get the grammar, who cares? Let it go over your head. Don't stress too much, right? Pile on the vocab first. Just learn the individual meanings of verses and words. Eventually, you hear one grammar. See, grammar is not the purpose of learning Arabic. For us, it's not even speaking, it's reading. If you're going to move to an Arabic country, you'll learn how to speak by yourself. You cannot, I'm convinced you probably can't really truly learn how to speak a language outside of that language, that country properly. Maybe Spanish, because the written word and the spoken word, I think they're similar. Arabic, the written word and the spoken word are two different languages, right? They're two different languages. So there's no point in trying to do both in the summer intensive. Just learn how to read. And when you learn how to read, first, you're not a writer, you're not a speaker, you're a reader. But when you read, the knowledge of grammar doesn't need to be so amazing, right? Unless you're just going to confuse the subject and the object, then you misunderstand the whole sentence, right? But you just need the basic knowledge of grammar. And so it's reading a lot. The best thing to do is, if you need to get your eye accustomed to the letters, which some of the students don't even have that. But the key is, if you want to learn and surpass that, listen to Quran and open the Mus'haf and use your finger to follow along, to keep going. The letters and the sounds will start to connect in your brain. It's the best exercise. And if you want to learn how to, like, the meanings of words, you go to listen to lectures that have subtitles. Pull the tab down so you don't see the subtitles. Listen for like one sentence, that's it. Then go back, try to understand what he said, guess, use your knowledge, then lift it up and watch the subtitle. That's how you learn meanings. So there's letters is one thing, meanings is the other. Now, if you want to know like how much it takes a lot. You have to have discipline. You have to have the discipline to do something for an hour straight. So you open your Mus'haf and then you hit play and then you read along. And preferably the big blue Medina Mus'haf, you know, the big ones, not the little ones, so that it's easier on your eyes. And then you follow along. Okay? As you're following along and you're trying to catch up, it'll be bad in the beginning, but give it 3-4 day sessions of this, you'll be really good. And your eyes and your ears will connect the meanings of the letters. So that's the first thing. You can't fight two front wars. You always lose. There's a famous artist who tried to do that. He lost. Okay. You know about this? You don't know that? You guys don't know this? Oh, okay. Yeah, we got to code stuff now. I think the NBF people will know who that is. But yeah, there was once an artist who waged a war, tried to purify his country. And eventually...
I thought you were talking about music.
No, not a music artist, no. Yeah. Eventually, it ended up that the Russians came after him. So he had to go east. Well, I think he invaded Russia.
He went in.
He got delusional. He should have just cleared out the West. Okay. Of course, they're convincing you that the Allies, of course, amazingly, the British are always the good guys, right? But in any event, you can't fight a two-front war. You can't learn how to read the letters and learn meanings and learn grammar at the same time. That's like too much. It's too crazy, right? So let's say, ask yourself, and I wish I could tell some of the other students this. When I look at Arabic, do I struggle like a miskeen person reading, or am I reading with flow? If the answer is not the latter, and you struggle, why in the world would you worry about grammar? Would you worry about the meanings? Just focus on that. And if you're sitting in class and we're going over grammar and meanings, so fail the test. Big deal. You're not there yet. But you have to attend the class. The reason is that you'll never, ever have an Arabic class where everyone's at the same level. It never happens. Even if we all start at the same level, different study habits, different aptitude, different resources. By middle of the class, you'll have a mixed bag. Everyone will be mixed. So you just sit in the class, But you try to master that first. You got to master that first. After you mastered that, and I could look at any verse or Arabic text and I can read it. I don't know what it means. I definitely don't know the grammar, but I could read it. Now level 1 is done. Next level is vocab words. No point in studying grammar. I mean, you're learning the grammar because that's easy. The fi'al and the fa'al and the maf'ul bihi and what gets a dhamma, what gets a fatha, that's easy. But its utility is very little for you right now. If I give you this book and open it and you can't even read anything, there's no point. So the second level is you start focusing on the grammar. The vocab. And you just start piling on words. Any word that you write it down. You should have a notebook. You just write it down real quick. And then your system should simply be 2 columns. That's it. The Arabic word, the English word. That's it. The Arabic word on the left side, you put a line down the middle. Arabic word, because Arabic goes right to left. English goes left to right. So you put your column down the middle. And then you skip a line. Arabic word, English word. That's your system in your notebook. And every once in a while you quiz yourself, you test yourself. And you can, in your vocab, you can put full phrases and sentences. Right? The Maghrib are very unique. The way they taught handwriting and vocab, they would teach the handwriting of the entire word. They wouldn't go letter by letter the way the Easterners do. They would also do vocab like that too. Right? So this book, let's say, it says Al-Fiqh al-Maliki wa Adillatuhu. They memorized the whole thing. They didn't parse things out the way the Easterners did. So you should do that too, because your brain is going to have a pattern recognition. You can't do 3 things at once. Can't do 3 things at once. You cannot learn how to read the letters, learn vocab, and learn grammar. It's a ridiculous system. So I'm telling the students, I'm going to talk about all 3. So you got to place yourself where you're really paying attention and forcing and getting better.
The journey of
It's always listening to Arab speakers, shuyukh, and we have a motive. We want to learn. So go to Muhammad Omar Mustafa's page, because the reason I know that he gets the shuyukh who are speaking mostly classical Arabic, and he has subtitles, right? And you're going to learn Aqidah too. So go there, number 1, watch those videos, and then read the subtitle after. Number 2, awrad. Everybody should be doing adhkar and awrad. If you're even remotely part of this orbit, you got to be saying awrad. Okay? You have to recite awrad daily. And you won't believe how much that makes you better in Arabic. Now, if you don't know how to recite awrad, you play it and read along. Same exact thing. You play it and then you read along. Even if you don't have time to read along, play it and recite along. And when you do that, eventually you're going to memorize the awrad. Therefore, when you read it from the book, you know it. It'll come smooth. So you won't believe how much reciting awrad daily, every morning, every night. And that word could be Surah Al-Mulk. Though awrad does not discount the Quran. That's your words of Quran too. But it does mean it's the same exact thing you're reading every night and every morning. It makes your eyes be able to go through Arabic really quickly. Okay, that's number 2. Number 3, you read classical books that have a translation. Get the classical book, any book of Arabic, classical book that has a translation, and read it and try to parse through sentence by sentence, and then ask somebody. Well, one of the purposes of Dar al-Fath, one of the purposes of ArcView, is to connect you to people who know. So text them. Hey, I'm reading this passage. Does it mean this, what I think it means? That's if it doesn't have a translation. And if it does, you might say, well, why does this have a fatha, would this have a dhamma? The connection of a human being to answer your questions and to keep you motivated.